What's going on, guys? Well, we're back with another Warpath video. For you guys who are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell. You guys coming back, I appreciate you guys always tuning in. In this video, we are going to talk about Arty, and there are some tips and tricks to help you utilize Arty way better. That is artillery. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned to the video. All right, guys, let's get into this video about artillery. A lot of topic and discussion has been happening about artillery. You guys know many people saying pretty much artillery is the meta. Artillery is where it's at. Tanks really don't last all that long, even though they buffed them up, still having some problems. Some of the guys are like, my super heavy's fine, or my unit's still okay. There is a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of people are trying to find out what's the new meta, what's the new thing that I should invest in. Now, I've always said that you should invest in artillery just because I saw it from a long game perspective. It is definitely something that older players always use, so it is good to, try to get some of these things for the long-term goal. But everything I'm going to talk about right now, if you are a player that is 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks into the game, you're probably not going to feel a great effect of this. But if you are a player that has been into the game 2-3 months, barely going into, level 2 or level 3 cities, this can definitely help you in the long run, okay? And that is artillery units. Now, there's 3 different kinds. One's an anti-tank gun, and the other 2 are howitzers, right? You have the Liberty faction, which is the blue, and the Martyrs Watch, which is the red. Now, the biggest debate has been which better, Liberty or the Martyrs Watch. And a lot of people are always going to say for pounding bases, you're going to do the Liberty, all right? So you guys, there's no question about it. It fires faster, all right? Everything about it from its modifications, when you go here, and you click modify, all of the things that it has are about load time, okay? Everything is all about faster. And so with that in mind, you have to figure out, do I want the unit to fire faster, or do I want it to be more accurate? Meaning all of the firepower that it has, it can accurately hit a unit, and that's where the Martyr's Watch comes in. The Martyr's Watch modifications are really keyed in on a lot about firing accuracy. They continually say nothing but firing accuracy throughout here. So yes, it is definitely about accuracy. All right. So those are the 2 different things. So one, you're going to fire faster if you have a Liberty. The second thing is if you have a Martyr's Watch, you're going to be more accurate. The third type of tank is the anti-tank gun, right? The anti-tank gun is not so much about firepower and overall pounding, especially with structures. It's about penetrating the tanks. And so because of it, it's supposed to be good against super heavies and stuff. But I've seen a lot of hype in the forums and a lot of conversations throughout Discords and in the game as to whether or not the anti-tank gun is even needed anymore. And the only reason for that is not because it doesn't penetrate and not because it's not a powerful unit, because I have one, obviously. It's because people are talking about the fact that it's only 3 grids. And when you have people maxing out Antonia so that they can have a 5 hex grid range instead of a 4, the 3 hex of an anti-tank gun really isn't even relevant anymore. And so a lot of people are asking, do I really even need this anti-tank gun? Why not have more howitzers, more damage? Maybe they're better. And so it's an open discussion, guys. So if you guys would, leave a comment down below of your experience now, after the update of an anti-tank gun, and whether or not you would invest in it again, or you would go towards a howitzer. So those are 3 of the different units. Now, I'm going to specifically talk about some tips that I have learned, and the only way that I can share this is try to visualize it. So if you guys stay with me for just a little while, I'm going to try to show you a visualization of a concept. All right. So I'm going to pull out a unit, and I just have a bunker right here. So, I mean, I wish I had somebody, around right this second that could, reinforce the idea for you guys, but that's not the case. So I'm just going to use a bunker, and I'm going to use the troops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. Now I'm going to hit the bunker, and then I'm going to pull back. And the reason I'm going to do this is because I want the troops to come to me. And so the point of this is that when you have a cluster of troops, like let's say I have 4 right here, but let's say you had an army group of 10 people. When a unit comes up to it and it fires off on it, that unit is going to get smashed very, very fast. So a lot of people, they just fight tank for tank in the field, and they think artillery are too slow. But if you keep them in a cluster, they can do quite a bit of damage, even though they have a reload time. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next tip once I show you this, which is about the reload time. So here, I'm going to hit this bunker, pull back, the units are going to come, and then that bunker is going to reset, and that's exactly what we want it to do, because I'm going to show you something, okay? So I'm going to talk you through this. I'm going to hit this, the units are going to pop out, and then I'm going to pull back, okay? Now, this is just like units on a field of somebody coming at you. So 3 different troops are coming at me. Now, you see the reload time, which is in yellow, right? So it loaded, or I should say the load up time, and then you have the reload time, which is its second hit. Now this bunker is going to reset. Okay, so this isn't even the same bunker. All right, but we're going to hit this again, but because my troops are in an active state now, because they're just sitting here. So once I get an opponent to hit me one time, if I keep them on the field, what's going to happen is if I hit it now, and I'm going to pull back, watch how my artillery fires. Watch this. Boom, instantaneously. Now the reload, boom, instantaneously. And it killed it. So see the difference there? One is that when I initiated it in the first time, it had the yellow load up time, right? That it initially did, which sucks because, you know, a group of players are going to be hitting you, and then next thing you know, you're going to be losing some before the artillery hit it. But after somebody has attacked you, if you keep it on the field, not go into your base, because now the base resets the firing time. If any of the units, so if you fight somebody, or you're coming back, or you're clustering amongst here, so like let's say that I take this, you know, over here, for instance, or I'm moving, you know, way over here. Regardless, you get my point. So this is a new unit over here. Watch this. So we're going to come over here. We're going to hit it again. Then we're going to pull back. And then it fires immediately. So as soon as that troop came over here, it had not attacked yet, and these weren't attacking. And as soon as it went to attack, the artillery immediately fired off on it. Anyway, guys, this is just a short tip and trick for you to be able to use your artillery very, very well on a field in a cluster so that you can do the most damage against a unit. If you guys like the video, hit the thumbs up. Till next time, guys. Peace.